very unique. Build for yourself a temple of peace, which no man can take away, no power can destroy. With a life of harmony, find your joy in yourself, exactly where you're now. Said Swami Chinmaya. Humble prostration of Param Puja Gurudev, Swami Chinmaya. Best and the most the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart. On life's journey, faith, nourishment, virtual deeds are shelter. Wisdom is the light by day, and right mindfulness is the protection by night. Let's bring our minds together to the present to celebrate the most awaited day of every year in the school life, the annual day of Chinmaya Vidyalaya, Kottayam. A school is a building which has four walls with tomorrow inside. Yes, Chinmaya Vidyalaya on its 25th year reminisces fond memories, recollects remarkable achievements, and reinforces the best future. This year is remarkable and extra special for Kottayam CV family for 2022 completes the journey of 25 years which started in 1997. On this prestigious occasion, I, Malavika K, the head girl of the Vidyalaya, stand tall on this platform to welcome you all to the annual day celebration of Chinmaya Vidyalaya Kottayam, Spandanam, Chintrion 22.
Good evening and a warm welcome to one and all. Bhakti is the attitude of mind and Jnana is the attitude of the intellect. Both flow towards the Lord. Let's take a few moments to meditate deeply with our mind and soul to invoke His blessings.
Vandehamiswara shruyatamevacha pahi mam sadhu manaratamastaya tvat bhakti vardhanamastu manmanase drishyo me bhuyastum chitte jadityasya Mam naya sadhu padena nirantara varaya sankara mayatam mamatam dushta janai sankatir mastupu shishta jana sandhu mitrani vesada Dehamishwara Shruyatamdevacha Pahi Mam Sadhu Manaratamastaya.
Now we will have our traditional auspicious lamp lighting ceremony. Let's pray to the goddess of knowledge and wisdom on this occasion to lead us on the right path and grab true wisdom. The 25 lamps symbolize 25 silver years, which are being lit by the students and the staff of the Chinmaya family.
True hospitality is welcoming the guests on our own terms. Let me invite Ms. Maya Anand, Vice Principal of the Vidyalaya, to welcome the gathering.
Pranams at the loudest feet of Puja Gurudev. Distinguished dignitaries on and off the dais, Hari Om. Chinmaya Vidyalaya, the school with a difference, successfully completes 25 majestic and legendary years of excellence, and I deem it a great honor to welcome the distinguished gathering on this auspicious occasion of the 25th annual day. Annual days form an integral part of our school activities. Celebrating the school's annual day provides the school with an opportunity to echo its achievements and students to showcase their various talents. It is an occasion of celebration, felicitation, feast, and festivity when our students present not only their wonderful performances but also receive honors for the curricular and co curricular accomplishments. We all have assembled here today to motivate and cherish the young minds so that they grow up to make us proud and achieve the highest human values. Apart from it, this is a great occasion to welcome the most prominent and eminent guests of the day. We are extremely fortunate and delighted to have the gracious presence of Dr. K.N. Raghavan, IRS, the Executive Director of Rubber Board, India, as the chief guest of the event. We are grateful to him for accepting our invitation and for gracing the occasion. On behalf of the entire, may I place on record a very warm welcome to our revered guest. Sir, a glorious welcome to you. Let me now welcome Sri A. Gopalakrishnan, Chief Sevak, CMA who is a visionary who envisions a holistic Vidyalaya and thereby aims at outright transfiguration in all facets of development. It is indeed an honor for me to welcome Sri A. Gopalakrishnan to preside this function. A delightful welcome to you, sir. In life, we shall find many men who are great, some men who are good, but very few men who are both great and good. Amongst the very few is Sri N. Rajgopal, the president of Chinmaya Mission and Chinmaya School, Kottayam. I consider it is a great privilege to welcome sir to this function. Very welcome, sir. It is said, efficiency is a capacity to bring proficiency into expression. To exemplify, we have today with us Sri S. Muralidharan, the Secretary of the school. Sir, you're cordially welcome to this function. On behalf of the entire, let me extend a great and grand welcome to Sri M.S. Padmanabhan sir, Sri Keshava Iyer sir, Sri Kumar sir, Sri Madhavana Balakrishna Pillai sir, and Srimati Jalaja Shanmukham, and all other acclaimed members of the governing board. It's a true pleasure for me to welcome our dear principal, ma'am, Mrs. Geeta Devi Verma, who is the soul and spirit behind the very existence of the school. Hearty welcome, ma'am. Let me accord a cordial welcome to the truly vibrant vice principals, Mrs. Shobha KP and Mrs. Mini Prakash. Hearty welcome to you both. Parents are the world for children. We are joined by the wonderful parents who have raised the best students the school possesses. With immense admiration and affection, we welcome all the parents who made the efforts to join the ceremony. It's true that teamwork divides the task and multiplies success. Let me welcome the entire team of teaching and non-teaching staff behind the success of the school. And last but not the least, a heavenly welcome to our children, who are the world's most valuable resource and its best hope for the future. Welcome our future, our dear cherubim, without whom the school is an empty castle. We are made for goodness. We are made for love. We are made for all the beautiful things that you and I know. We are made to tell the world that there are no outsiders. All are welcome. Let me conclude my words once again. Ebullient welcome to all. Hari Om.
Thank you, my teacher. Inspiration is a slender river of brightness, leaping from a vast and eternal knowledge. It exceeds reason more perfectly than reason exceeds the knowledge of the senses. The principal of the Vidyalaya, Ms. Geeta Devi Verma, is an embodiment of true inspiration and subtle elegance. Let me invite ma'am to present the annual report of the academic year 2021-22.
Hari Om. Most respected former President of the Vidyalaya and Chief Sevak of CMECT, Sri A. Gopalakrishnan, esteemed President of the Vidyalaya, Sri N. Rajagopal, Honorable Guest of the Day, Dr. K. N. Raghavan, IRS, the Director of the Rubber Board, respected Secretary of the Vidyalaya, Sri S. Muralidharan, most revered Governing Board members, Srimati Jalja Shanmugam, Sri Keshavaya, Sri M.S. Padmanabhan Nair, Sri Madhavana Balakrishna Pillai, Sri G. Mohan Chandran, Sri Kumar, and Mr. Vishnu, respected parents, Senior Vice Principal Mrs. Shobha KP, the Vice Principals Mrs. Maya Anil, Mrs. Mini Prakash, Event Coordinator Mrs. Jayasri MR, Section Heads, teachers, and my dear children. The 25th anniversary of our Vidyalaya gives us a reason to be truly proud of. It is an honor and a great privilege for me to address you on this 25th year. My gratitude goes to all former governing board members, late Sri Raju Nair, Sri A.S. Mani, Sri Madhavana Balakrishna Pillai, Sri A. Gopalakrishnan, Sri A. Aravindan, Sri M.P. Komaran Nair, late Professor N.G. Sudhakaran Nair, Sri Keshavaya, Srimati Jalja Shanmugam, and all our well-wishers and parents, I, on behalf of the Vidyalaya, owe to you all. I take immense pleasure and pride to present before you the report of our significant accomplishments under the motivating and proactive leadership of our teachers and parents for the past 1 year. The new governing board, under the leadership of Sri N. Rajagopal as the president and Sri S. Muralidharan as the secretary of the Vidyalaya, envisions the development and functioning of the school to ensure children's quality education. We are very happy to inform you that we have received the extension of provisional affiliation up to 2027. I, on behalf of the management, would like to place on record our sincere thanks to all our parents and well-wishers for their constant support in our endeavors to ensure quality education to our students. In developing a professional community, a collaborative learning environment is essential to guide in the instructional practices, and this paved the way for the appointment of the two vice principals, Mrs. Maya Anil on the academic side and Mrs. Mini Prakash on the co-curricular activities. The academic year continued its online mode through the TeachNext platform, where the teaching and learning was conducted successfully by our teachers, the faculty, who are ever eager to improvise and adapt to new challenges and demands so as to bring out the best in their students. The excellent CBSE results, as always, filled us with pride, and I feel honored to put forward the results. Grade 12. Out of 54 students who appeared, all 54 secured distinctions. 10 of them secured full A1. Arundhati R and Nandana Moose topped in the science stream by 96.4%, and Adarsh P. Hari topped in the commerce stream by 98.2%. In grade 10, out of 85 students, 78 secured distinctions and 20 students secured A1 in all subjects. The toppers of the school were Malavika K and Diya Vidyalaya with 98.4%. Another feather in the cap of Chinmaya Vidyalaya. The Indian Oil Corporation honored our previous school topper Hima A for being in one of the first 75 meritorious students in AISSE 2020 by awarding a one-time scholarship of 10,000. Credit to our former students too. Our former student Vignesh Jaya on his remarkable achievement in being the Kerala topper for JEE Advanced 2021. Also, NTAC Scholar Tag for 2020 is achieved by Amit KD. The school cabinet election was held online and the cabinet members are the head boy Govind Nayak and K. Balashankar Menon, head girl Malavika K, sports captain Ananthanarayanan V, arts club secretary Shreya Gauri R, the house captains of the four houses Ganga Shreya R, Reshmi Rajesh for the Kaveri house, Govind G. Nair and K. Balashankar Menon for the Krishna house, Diya Vidyalaya for the Yamuna house. The competitions, though held online, helped to keep the children engaged. The inter-school competition had the following events with the winners mentioned. Book review video contest by CMS College at Sneha Sanyal of grade 5 with the first prize. High day quiz conducted by Cosmic Maths Foundation, wherein Arvind Krishna and CV of grade 10 secured the first position. The literary competition organized by Bharat Vikas Parishad at the All India level had the following achievers. In English poetry writing, Kavya Prakash of Standard 8 topped the first. In story writing, Niranjana Vinod Nair of grade 9 secured the third position. Poetry writing, Hindi, Sneha Sanyal of grade 5 got the first prize. Story writing in Hindi, Yashita Singh of grade 6 secured the third position. Department of Fire and Safety Engineering, TIST, organized a national level video contest wherein Akshay Deepu of grade 8 secured the first prize. Pencil sketch by Chinmaya Mission Trishur, where Nidhi Ajay of grade 2 won the second prize. At the Adi Shankara Jayanti celebration at Chinmaya International Foundation, Piramam, the following students emerged winners. Sagarika B of grade 9 and Lakshmi Krishna of grade 2 secured the third prizes in Draw Shankara and Paint. Vani Sriram of grade 8 secured the second position for Sanskrit dissertation. In Guranda elocution contest organized by KE School Mahamma, Malavika K of grade 11 secured the first prize. Sneha Sanyal of grade 5 secured the third prize. And Phoenix 2021, an inter-school competition organized by Good Shepherd Public School, Channa. We won the first prize for the short film Stagnation. The participants were Jai Krishnan and Alin Shah of grade 11, Unikrishnan Nambudiri and Neeraj Lal in the debate, Nandita S of grade 9 and Nandita Ashok of grade 10 secured the first prize. Malavika K and Meghna Rajesh of grade 11 secured the third prize. In Just a Minute Jam, K. Balashankar Menon of grade 11, Hari Prakash of grade 11 secured the second prize. Jai Krishnan and Shreya Santosh of grade 10 secured the third prize. Treasure Hunt won the first prize by Sagarika B and Pranav P. Nair of grade 9. Vidyalaya won the overall championship. Online assessment, My Midas, organized by Macmillan Education, wherein Sneha Sanya won the Certificate of Distinction and Merit for the subjects of Science and English respectively. In the English elocution competition organized by Akhila Kerala Balajana Sakyam, Anaga A. Kumar of grade 6 secured the first prize. Mangal Raj of grade 9, the second prize. Ayushi Ajish Pillai of grade 6 got the third prize. Lakshmi Krishna R of grade 2 got the first prize in film song and second in mono act. Rhyme or Rhyme, a national level inter-school coloring competition by the Heritage Foundation of Art and Culture. Nidhi Ajay of grade 2 won the third place in sports at the Roller Skating Championship, Kerala, organized by Kerala Roller Skating Association. Our twin sisters, the skaters, Anjana Santosh Kumar won 1 gold and Sanjana Santosh Kumar 2 silver. For chess, organized by the Kottayam Chess Academy, wherein our student Surya Narayan secures the overall championship. Let us not worry for the recognition or for the reward, but let us be more anxious for the quality of work. So said Pujya Swami Chinmaya. With the benign blessings of Pujya Gurudev, the significant days in the Vidyalaya are well observed. It started off with the 105th Chinmaya Jayanti celebration on the 8th of May. Hosting of events helped to strengthen the community bond among the schools and hone one's organizational and leadership skills. Thus, we were fortunate enough to host 2 inter-school events during this pandemic. To channelize the creativity of the students on the occasion of the 75th Indian Independence Day, the online inter-school contest named Tiranga, the Spirit of Oneness. The meeting was inaugurated by Dr. Indira Rajan, the Secretary General of National Council of CBSE. TechnoSat 2022, another inter-school competition conducted in February. The event was participated by 11 schools. Marian Senior Secondary School topped in TechnoSat 2020. Students, the future workforce, getting skilled is a great challenge. Through the school programs, they gain the authority and agency to make decisions on their own and implement their changes which include learning, teaching, and leadership in the classroom. Strong, engaged, and supportive alumni network is crucial not only for the success of their institute but in their life ahead. Our alumni, a group of students initiated by Mr. Jitu John Koshi, in their kind gesture, were able to donate 7 pieces of electronic gadgets to the deserving students who were unable to cope up with their limitations in their online classes. We are ever grateful to them. Teachers can discover their potentials and limitations for themselves as well as develop competence in their professional development. The principles laid down in the NCF of teacher education emphasizes that a continuous teacher training has a crucial role to play in the overall framework of the quality education. This year, the teachers attended more than 50 hours program organized by the CBSE and the renowned private publication. With that, our teachers are well equipped to handle classes of all sorts. I thank the supportive management whose continuous support to our ideology of education has enabled the school to come this far. Teachers and the entire staff members also deserve applause for the tireless efforts in implementing the roadmap of imparting quality education. I extend my heartfelt thanks to our parents who have put in their unflinching faith in us by giving us a profound opportunity to transform their children into useful citizens of the future world. With that, let us foresee a world of universal singularity where our children will be the propellant of the change and the world shall be a beautiful place to live in. Invoking Pujya Gurudev's grace in our onward journey. Thank you. Hari Om.
Thank you, ma'am. Goals are the fuel in the furnace of achievement. The president of the Vidyalaya Sri N. Rajagopal sir inspires and motivates us to strive forward with determined spirit and self-confidence to be in the path of great achievement. I take this opportunity to invite Sri N. Rajagopal sir to deliver the inaugural address.
Hari Om. Respected Chief Guest Dr. Raghavan IRS, Chief Sevak Sri A. Gopalakrishnan, Chinmaya Vidyalaya Secretary Sri S. Muralidharan, Principal Srimati Geeta Devi Verma, Vice Principal Srimati K.P. Shobha, Mini Prakash, Maya Anil, and other teachers, respected parents, and my beloved students. Firstly, let me congratulate all my students for showing a great resilience during the tough time of COVID that we had undergone. It would have been really tough for you all to miss your classes and playground at the school and just remain at home entirely in the school, remain at the home entirely depending on digital classes. But you all have shown a great determination to remain responsible in fighting the pandemic without compromising on your studies. I'm sure your generation would be the great asset to the nation because you have exhibited an unparalleled determination, which is the key behind the success. I also appreciate the teachers and the administration for utilizing the ability of children through technology in these trying times. This is actually doing justice to what Puja Gurudev Swami Chinmayanji wanted. That is, using children is to their potential. Puja Gurudev had said, children are not useless, they are used less. This is where the real role of education institutions come. School is not just for enhancing your academic brilliance. It is here the values of life developed in you. Today, the child is tomorrow's man. The values today's child is tomorrow's man. The values he carry reflect on the society that represents, and thus a valuable society. And that value starts from here. This is what our Puja Gurudev had envisaged the missions Vidyalaya. I look forward to our 12th passing of students to carry the value learned from here and share them for the enrichment of the society. My prayers and wishes to them for their future. We are honored today that we have such a valuable person as our chief guest, Dr. K.N. Raghavan IRS, the Executive Director of the Rubber Board of India. Like all of you, I am also eager to listen to him today. I'm also equally eager to see how you all are going to make our 25th school day a memorable one. 25 years a milestone, a vision envisaged by our Puja Gurudev, manifesting into a perfection. We have to still go further, which we will. Finally, I have a small but a very genuine request to my young friends. Along with your studies, never miss your games too. Don't entirely live on your mobile phones and other digital devices. Go out and play once in a while. Never will come to this fun time as years to go by. Once again, wishing you all the best and best for the thank you all of you. Hari Om.
Thank you, sir, for motivating us with those positive words. The real men of achievement are the people who have the heroism to fuel more and more enthusiasm in their work. Their mind is alert, watchful, and inspired. The actions of a man who has such a mind are exceptionally creative and perfect. We are indeed blessed to have such an eminent personality amidst us. Sri A. Gopalakrishnan sir, the former president of the Vidyalaya, and now the Chief Sevak CMECT, Greater Cochin. We would like to extend a cordial welcome to you, sir, inviting Sri A. Gopalakrishnan sir for the presidential address.
At the outset, let me offer my Sashtang pranams at the lotus feet of the worshipful Pujya Gurudev Swami Chinmaya Vidyalaya, with whose grace and blessings all of us are assembled today to organize this auspicious, inspiring annual day celebration of Chinmaya Vidyalaya after 25 years. Most respected chief guest of the day, Sri Raghavan Ayagas, the Executive Director of Rubber Board, esteemed President of the Vidyalaya Sri Rajagopal, Secretary Sri Muralidharan, respected Principal of the Vidyalaya Madam Geeta Devi Verma, Vice Principals Shobha, Mini Prakash, Maya Anil, the dedicated, committed teachers, the beloved students, Hariom pronouns. I'm indeed proud and happy to be present on the 25th annual day celebration of the Chinmaya Vidyalaya Kottayam. This is a remarkable achievement and a moment of inspiration for us to celebrate the 25th year of our commendable service to the students community of Kottayam. After 25th year of our functioning in the town, we look back what exactly that we have done in the past, the glorious years in the past, what we learned from that, and what we are doing today, and what the Vidyalaya is going to be after 25 years, when it is going to complete 50 years of its human service to the field of education. And India is going to celebrate its 100th year, or when we are going celebrating the Asadika Amrita Mahotsav. So in the year 2047, how the Chinmaya Vidyalaya Kottayam should look like. What is going to be the strength of the Vidyalaya? What is going to be the infrastructure of the Vidyalaya? Where are our students going to excel in their field of activities after completing the education in the Vidyalaya? Which organization, which country, which institution, which field, which domain, they are going to serve and make this world a better place. That will definitely, the management has a very powerful vision. And for the next 25 years, with the clear milestones and targets and turning points, I will say the Vidyalaya will definitely go in the right direction. So 25th year is a year, and it's a turning point. A turning point is a point in which the people at the helm of the race have an occasion to introspect on what happened in the past, and then how to organize the today's activity and how to envision the future. And I'm sure that we will be able to achieve the ideals of Pujya Gurudev in the years to come under the able leadership of Mr. Rajagopal in taking the institution to greater levels. This is an era where the technology is playing a significant part. We also find NEP 2020 being introduced by the Honorable Prime Minister, wherein the Kasturi Rangan, who was really led the team, was sharing his experiences and discussion with the Honorable Prime Minister, when he said that more than 100 to 200 hours has been spent by the Honorable Prime Minister on the NEP 2020. That much of application of mind of academicians have gone into the designing of the NEP 2020 and what is going to be the curriculum. When you look at the education, I will say the success of an education, I will say there are two aspects of it. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible, sir.
So when you look at the success of education, I will say there are two aspects of that. One aspect is the skill development, knowledge development, academic skills, and related areas. And how the value education can be imparted to the students along with the soft skills, along with the skills in the academic areas. This is what the education becomes complete only with the combination of, I will say, the competent, which I call are the skills, and the character, which we call it as value education. And along with that, what will be the role of the technology in enabling these areas? You find that technology has taken over every aspect of the life. Nevertheless, the contribution that the human thoughts, the capacity of the individual to think can never be replaced even in this era of technology. So what emerges now, that in the schools and the classrooms, maybe 10 years ago or maybe 15 years ago, we were all learning multiplication tables, we were learning grammar rules, we were learning physics, we were learning mathematics, we were learning chemistry. I will say that is the domain knowledge. Along with that, algorithms, software, logic, Internet of Things, all these things also have to be studied along with this basic knowledge, because how to apply this domain knowledge in the field of activity is a skill that we had to acquire from the school days onwards. Just as we say that the communication skill, maybe how to speak in English, how to write in English has to be learned from the school days, how to digitally think, how to technologically think, so that the final delivery of the services can be done in a digital manner. And the people now say that you have to gain domain knowledge in a particular field of activity, maybe a business, maybe a service, maybe financial sector, maybe banking, maybe insurance, maybe manufacturing, maybe teaching, maybe learning. After getting the domain knowledge of that, how the technology can be used to deliver it at the customer's place. Their application of the digital tools and digital thinking is absolutely necessary. And I'm really happy to say that already Chinmaya Vidyalayas have started that initiative along with the Tata Consultancy Services, where as a first step, the schools have taken the initiative to train about 200 teachers with a training period of about 10 hours each, so that the computational skills and the design thinking will be introduced in the classrooms. So hereafter, when you go for a class, when you attend any subject topic, the computational skills and design skills also will be taught, which will be a aid or a tool for the students to think digitally or think about software, think about technology in the classroom itself. So this is going to be a significant change that Chinmaya Vidyalayas are going to do with the adoption of the technology in the classrooms across the country. And the Chinmaya University Greater Cochin has taken such an initiative. And the next training is going to be started by 1st of April. The first batch of students, teachers will be trained, and in the classroom, this will be introduced. And in the process, the entire school, entire class, entire student, entire teachers will be covered by this. In this background, I will again say the Chinmaya Vision Program, the unique identity of Chinmaya Vidyalayas, where we have the noble vision of the developing character formation. If you look at 2020, NDP 2020, the key emphasis in the NDP 2020, the masterpiece is that how to integrate our culture, climate, history, how to develop a sense of patriotism, how to develop a fine arts, interest in the fine arts, how to integrate that with the academics, and how to bring out 21st century skills of other learn it all versus know it all, learning to learn, find meaning in the life. So here, the teachers and the management and the principal and CCMD educational cell will be handholding each and every student to identify and develop what exactly is his talent, his passion, his interest, and how to develop a vision in the young mind and see that the right compass, right direction is given to each student so that he is able to pursue that. And we will also, the real enemy or the real obstacle, the real hindrance that a student or a teacher faces is internal. How to overcome the fear complex, how to develop courage, how to develop confidence, how to develop conviction, how to cultivate a habit of determination, willpower, concentration, intuition, insight. These are the concentration. These are the type of the skill set that the school students are going to get by a successful implementation of NDP 2020 as well as Chinmaya Vision program, which has integrated all these aspects put together. And finally, I would like to say that the Chinmaya Vidyalayas are very much in the path of perfection. They are dedicated for character formation. They are dedicated for creating a set of citizens patriotic to the nation and having a global universal outlook. In this era of technology, it is high time that our students are able to acquire the skill set to work with multicultural teams. People from different countries, different culture, different habits, different attitudes. In such a mindset, I will say the path of innovation. Remember, the path of innovation, the focus lies on developing empathy. When you have empathy, you understand others. Ultimately, the human life, the human success lies on developing empathy. The moment you have empathy, whichever field that you are going to operate, you will be successful. Even if we take the most business angle, if the business is able to understand the customer needs, the customer expectation, and when he is able to develop an empathy for the customer, new products will come, new innovation will come. When the teacher have an empathy for a student, understand the needs of the student, when the particular student may not be good at academics, but the teacher has with his empathy, is able to understand where the student's passion is, the student's skill sets are, and with that empathy, he will be able to innovate the teaching methodology in such a manner that the passion and interest and the actual talent of the student will be identified. Again, the teacher looks at the parent with an empathy because the parent is sending the child to the school with high expectation. The principal looks at the teachers again with empathy. So we will be using the fine emotion of empathy with a view to innovate, provide quality education, the best education to our students. And on this occasion, I thank the parents. I again congratulate the principal Geeta Devi Verma and the team of teachers, Kep Swapha, Mini Prakash, Maya, all other teachers who are working tirelessly for the growth of the institution as well as for providing quality education. And again, I'm very happy to say that the board examination conducted in 2021, Chinmaya Vidyalaya Kottayam secured the best grades and mark among the 5 Vidyalayas in CMSCT. Once again, I also seen the list of achievements and successes that our boys have done in other cultural activity, artistic activity, sports, etc. That all demands a lot of appreciation, and my encomiums are being showered on each and every one of you. Once again, I invoke the blessings of Puja Gurudev on each and every one of you. Hari Om Pranam. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for stimulating us with those insightful thoughts. History is full of instances wherein victory would have been to the vanquished if only they had battled a little longer. The key to success is action, and the essential action is perseverance. Today, we have with us one such distinguished personality, Dr. K.N. Rakhan IRS, the Executive Director of the Rubber Book. To introduce her, let me invite Ms. Mini Prakash, Vice Principal of the Vidyalaya.
Thank you, Harikrishnan. A delighted evening to all. The galaxy of thinkers and visionaries, honorable chief guest, dear teachers, respected parents, and beloved students, Hagyu. It is a moment of great honor for me to introduce the chief guest, Dr. K. Raghavan, IRS, to this startlingly beautiful evening. Dr. K. Raghavan, IRS, the Executive Director of Rubber Board, also holds the additional charge of Deputy Chairman, T Board. He worked as Principal Commissioner of GST and Central Excise, Mumbai Central. Dr. Raghavan, a native of Kochi, completed his MBBS from Calicut Medical College. He joined Indian Revenue Service. He served the government in various capacities, which include Commissioner of Customs, Kochi, Deputy Director, Directorate of Revenue Intelligence, Calicut, Managing Director of Kerala Cooperative Rubber Marketing Federation, CEO, Cooperative Medical College, Kochi, and CEO of Norca Routes. He was the first Secretary, Commerce in High Commission of India, Singapore. Dr. Raghavan qualified to the Ranji Trophy panel of accredited umpires of BCCI and to the All India panel. He had umpired one-day international and numerous Ranji Trophy, Tulip Trophy, and Deodhar Trophy matches. Dr. Raghavan authored the following pieces of literature: World Cup Chronicle, Dividing Lines, Contour of India-China Conflict, Vanishing Shangri-La, History of Tibet and Dalai Lama in 20th Century, Slice of Calicut Halwa, and in Malayalam, Bouncer. With much elation and privilege, now let me invite Dr. K. Raghavan, IRS, the guest of honor for his keynote address. So please.
Respected President of Chinmaya Vidyalaya, Principal, Vice Principal, other members of the staff, students, parents, ladies and gentlemen. A warm good evening to you all. Let me at the very outset thank the organizers for giving me this wonderful opportunity of being with you today evening. As you all are aware, we are passing through a very difficult phase in the history of mankind. We are just recovering from the attack of a small virus which had succeeded in bringing the whole world to a halt. But even as we are recovering from this, we are faced with the prospects of another war, a war which might evolve into a world war. Let us hope that the war remains subscribed or limited to the place where it is taking place now, and that no further loss of life and property takes place in any part of the world on account of this conflict. But let us first analyze what happened to mankind. What exactly went wrong that a small virus could bring our lives to a standstill. We will understand that if you analyze the history, if you analyze the reasons behind the outbreak of the pandemic, it is nothing other than the hubris and greed of human beings that led to this impasse. We, the humanity, had thought that we could conquer nature. So we built dams. We tried to alter the flow of rivers and lakes. We dumped waste everywhere. We ransacked the sea. We built landing strip on mountains. We tried to level mountain ranges, all in the interest of pursuing our selfish motives. There was a time up to which nature could withstand all these things. But after that, the nature struck back. And with such fury that we just came to a stop. And were forced to sit inside the house, not even being able to venture out and not being able to pursue our professions, our lives, and the other things that we are so fond and passionate about. So the lesson that we have to take home from this episode is that we should factor in nature in all activities of ours. we should ensure that nature is protected, that the environment is taken care of. Whenever we do something, in our jobs, in our thoughts, in our deeds, in our action, nature should form a part of it. That is the only way in which we will be able to make a sustainable living. That's the only way in which we'll be able to leave behind a world which is as good and as inhabitable as the one we inherited from our forefathers. That should be the way in which we focus our thinking, we modulate our thoughts and actions in the years to come. The second aspect that I wish to touch upon is about the need for moving out of the comfort zones. We all live in the comforts of certain things, but there's an urgent need or there's a pressing need to move out of the comfort zones if you have to achieve something that we are passionate about in life. I can tell you the story of two friends of mine who completed their MBBS together. When I completed my MBBS and was doing my house residency, a professor asked me, Raghavan, what do you want to do after this? So the stock answer is join for a postgraduate course. I said that. But he said, yeah, of course that is a good aim, but supposing you don't get admission, what do you plan to do? Then the stock answer was, I'll join for senior residency. Where do you plan to join? I was doing my course in Calicut. So I said, I want to do it either at Calicut or at Cochin. Why Calicut? Why Cochin? The answer was simple. Calicut is a place where my wife is based, Kochi is a place where I am from. Then he said, why don't you do it at Sri Chitrathirundal Institute? At that point, the best hospital, the best medical institute in the state. And I said, why should I go there, sir? It's too difficult. And he said, that is the reason why you should go. See, that is the best place that the state offers. So you should go and see what's the best that is available in the medical science in the state. When I looked unconvinced, he gave me a bit of advice. If you live in a thatched house, your idea of luxury is a tile house. Only if you live in a tile house will you want to move into a concrete house. Only if you start living in a concrete house would you want to stay in an air-conditioned home. Just don't forget it. I just left it at that. I'll come back to the story of my two friends who completed MBBS and completed their post-graduation medicine. They started their practice. One person set up a practice near Calicut, the other person went to a town near Palakkad. They were doing wonderfully well. Made a lot of money, a roaring practice, got married, built a house. Both were settling in, and one of them, the person near Calicut, decided to go to the UK. You were asking why? He said, no, I want to pursue higher studies. What can be higher than an MD degree? He said, no, I want to see how it is abroad. So he went to England, and his letters during those days, initial days were, spoke about the difficulties there. He had to pass the exam, which was a difficult one, and after that he had to hunt for a job, and the working hours were, he had to put in continuous duties for 72 hours. And then one wondered why he took this miserable bad step of going to UK. And his family also was suffering because they also had to make the shift and then go through these difficulties along with him. But after 5 years, he completed his residency, he did his MRCP, and then he super specialized in an area called rheumatology. So after 7-8 years when he came to India, he was among the 10 or so rheumatologists in the country. And he became one of the acknowledged experts on the subjects. He does seminars, he does courses, not only in India but also abroad. Forget the practice which he has built up so much. Other than that, he is today worshipped or respected as an authority on the field. This is what moving out of the comfort zone did for him. The other person who was near Palakkad is still doing well. There were 5 doctors at MD when he passed out, now there are 50 doctors. So from 1 in 5 years become 1 in 50. He is happy with life. But then looking back, I feel that he could not achieve the level of excellence that he was destined to just because he refused to step out of his comfort zone. The last aspect that I would like to touch upon is about the importance of family ties. We are all at the point where we are today because support given to us by parents. I remember at very critical points in my life, the support and advice given by my parents always took me in step. They always supported me when required. They always guided me in the right direction. They pulled me up when I did something wrong, but I knew that they knew me best. Similarly, for all of us, each one of you, your parents know you better than anyone else. So it is a contribution that we make to the next generation that we should give to them what we got from our parents. I recall a very small incident which was narrated by Mr. Narayan Murthy, one of the founders of the famous company Infosys. One day as he was leaving the office, he noticed a large number of youngsters still working. He called them and asked, "Why are you still here?" So they said, "No, sir, we have some work remaining." He said, "Isn't the work over?" "No, sir, we thought the work is over, some more work we can do, some extra work is being done." Another person said, "Sir, we are free, so we thought we can spend time here." Another person said, "Sir, the canteen is good, so we are stressed out." So he told them, "See, you are here because you have been recruited to do the job before, within a certain period of time. So you're supposed to do it and get out. If you don't do that, it means that either you're too slow, which means you have to improve your efficiency levels, or because you completed the job but your supervisor gave you extra job, which you are just trying to complete. Either of these things are bad. If you cannot complete your work within time, that becomes a habit. If you are in the habit of getting more from the supervisor, you will be dumped with more work. Either way, what happens is that you're all bachelors. When you get married and you start a family, the same trend will continue. Your pace of work will not change just because you got married. Your supervisor's habit will not change because you start a family. So what will happen is that you will not be able to go home on time, which means that you don't get to spend quality time with your family. So ultimately, you will have a difficult time with family, which will affect your output. And even worse, your children, your wife will be constantly unhappy. So avoid this. Ensure that you complete the work that is allotted to you within the specified time and go home instead of spending more time in the office. This is absolutely sage-like advice. Most of us think that spending more time in the office will impress the superiors and that you will be rewarded for that. You may get rewarded occasionally, but then the losses that you had to take for the small rewards are much more grave than the small happiness that a reward will bring. Finally, I'll touch upon hobbies. I keep saying this every opportunity that I get. When I joined the service, I had met a very senior police officer who was very successful, but always maintained himself in a very happy frame of mind. I asked him, "Sir, what is the secret of your success?" "Policing is the most demanding job. It's a very tense and stressful job. Whatever goes wrong around us is always blamed on the police." He said, "Raghavan, I know policing is a very stressful job. When I come to office from morning, even before I reach the office, I start getting complaints. Some people shout at me, some people hurl allegations at me. There are complaints of all sorts. So by the time I am to leave office, my head will be exploding with all of these problems. So what I do is that I go straight to police club and play shuttle for 1 hour. I take out all my anger and frustration on the shuttle, so that when I leave the club and proceed to my house, I am a fresh man. I have forgotten all my worries. I have taken away all my frustrations by bashing up the shuttlecock. So I go home, I become a decent father, I become a good husband, and I am able to have a happy family life. So we must all develop some hobby. If you can draw, you draw. If you can paint, you paint. If you can sing, you sing. If you can dance, you dance. Whatever it is that gives you happiness and should be able to pursue for 1 hour a day. If you're able to do that, you'll be able to get rid of stress and tension and be able to lead a fruitful and fulfilling life. I'll not take more of your time. I'm extremely grateful to the organizers for inviting me to be part of this August gathering. I wish all of you all the very best in all your endeavors. I also wish the school and its authorities success and Godspeed in the years to come. Thank you very much. Have a good evening.
Thank you, sir. Your words of wisdom will definitely probe us to ponder and contemplate. A good man will find that there is goodness in the world. An honest man will find that there is honesty in the world. And a man of principle will find principle and integrity in the hearts of others. The Secretary of the Vidyalaya, Sri S. Muralidharan Sir, is one such personality whose words evoke the goodness in us. Let me invite Sri S. Muralidharan Sir to address the gathering.
Thank you. Hope I'm audible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. President of Chinmaya Vidyalaya Kottayam, Geeta Verma, the Chief Sevak of Chinmaya Kerala, Sri A. Gopalakrishnan, our Chief Guest of the Day, Dr. K.N. Raghavan, President of the Vidyalaya, Sri Rajagopalan Nair, distinguished management committee members, governing board members, the vice principals, the teachers, and last but not least, the students and their very supportive parents. I'm extremely delighted to give a special address on this occasion of this annual day. I understand this is the 25th year of our Vidyalaya, and very happy to be part of this institution for the last about 4 or 5 years, but more intensely for the last 6 months after becoming the secretary of the Vidyalaya, along with our dynamic president, Sri Rajagopalan Nair. It's been an exciting period the last 6 months, and culminating today with this annual day. I only wish this annual day was not online, and I hope and pray this is the last time we have an online function of any sort, and we always have offline functions from now on, because online and offline is now the, it's become like an iconic words, whether it is online or offline. So let us hope and pray going forward, everything is offline and we get to, interact in person and have a good time during this annual day and other functions. I would at first like to thank the governing board for electing me as the secretary of the Chinmaya Vidyalaya Kottayam. Thank you, governing board members, whoever is present today. I will do my very best to this institution, which is very dear to my mother, who's been associated with Chinmaya Mission for the last 40 years. And personally, I have also learned, and I continue to learn a lot from the teachings of Pujya Gurudev Swami Chinmayananda. And I say it in all sincerity. Now, the best that we got in the last 6 months is the interaction that we had first with the teachers. This governing board members took a decision to meet and understand what this glory of this great institution is. So instead of talking to a group, we thought we will talk to individual teachers. And that's when we realized what a great institution this is. Because every teacher who spent about 15 to 20 minutes talking to us, the first thing they said, I love working here. I love Chinmaya Mission. I love the teachings of Swami Chinmayananda. So this is the dedication and commitment that each teacher brings to this institution. And that, makes all of us very proud to be part of this great institution. The same words were echoed when we also met students and parents of 6 classes in the months of, I think, October, November, and December. I think 3 divisions of 1st standard and 3 divisions of 5th standard. Every parent was swearing by this, very, very happy about our Vidyalaya. And they were also extremely happy and very thankful to the great efforts. The parents were extremely happy and delighted and appreciative of the hard work that each of the teachers were putting in the online classes. online classes for almost 2 years is not a joke, because as a person, I do a lot of online meetings in my office, and I know how difficult it is to sit here in front of a screen beyond 1 hour or 2 hours. So doing such a job for almost 2 years for the students is not an easy task, and I'm extremely thankful and extremely appreciative and applausive of the great effort that the Chinmaya teachers have put in the last 2 years to keep the flag of Chinmaya Vidyalaya Kottayam flying high, and very, very happy that the parents also echoed such a sentiment when we met them. Unfortunately, I mean, we have to meet the others also in the due course of time, and I'm sure they will also echo the same sentiment that was expressed by the parents of these three classes that we met. Now, having said that, the little I want to do is maybe give a little motivation for everyone. And just thinking of two persons whom I thought could be a good motivation for everybody. The first is the person by name Maravan Attapattu. Most of the students here, I'm sure, are all fond of cricket these days. So this Maravan Attapattu is a cricketer from Sri Lanka. During his school days itself, he was very, very passionate about cricket. So he worked very hard, played in all the local tournaments, and kept going up in the ladder. And at one time, he was selected to represent Sri Lanka in Test cricket. But on his first Test debut, on his first innings, he made a duck, 0. He went on to play the second innings. There again, he made a duck. Obviously, from the second Test itself, he was dropped from the Test team. But his passion for cricket was very high, and he was determined to prove that cricket was a great inspiration for him. So he continued his practice for the next several months, played many first-class matches, and after about 21 months, he was again recalled to the Test team. After 21 months, there again, in first innings, he scored 1 run, and in the second innings, he scored 0 run. Obviously, he was again dropped. But again, his passion for the game continued. He did not give up. He continued to play and play. And his next call came exactly after 30 months. So from the time he made his first debut, almost 51 months when he got his third time. But this time he made runs. He not only made runs, he made centuries, and he also made a double century. And he went on to score several Test runs in his career, and he also went on to become the captain of the Sri Lankan team. The reason why I said about this story is because as children and as teachers, as any individual in a life, we all sometimes encounters failures after failures after failures. Now, this is a classic example of a person who for about 50 months, almost 4 years, kept his commitment, kept his dedication, kept persevering to ensure that he played first-class cricket, and he achieved his goal. And this is a very strong message that every student and every teacher of our institution must also have. We all have our ambitions, we all have our dreams, but as we go along, definitely there is going to be stumbling blocks, there is going to be problems that will come up. The way is not to take it as a defeat. What we need to do is find ways around, work harder, learn new things, new techniques, new skills, so that our dream or our target is achieved. Now, this Attapattu is not only a famous cricketer, he is also a chartered accountant by profession. And we all know how difficult it is for any person to become a chartered accountant. So a cricketer who went on to become a legend in Sri Lankan cricket, becoming the captain, and also being a successful businessman, successful chartered accountant. The second person I like to talk about today is is a hero of our recent times, none other than Neeraj Chopra, the first person in the history of Olympics who has scored a gold medal in the field events of Olympics. Never before has it happened. Most of the gold for India has come from hockey and a few here from there like shooting and other things. But the first time a person has won a gold in the field and track events. This person who is in the Indian Army is just 23 years of old. And if you read about him, they are saying at least for the next 2 or 3 Olympics, we can definitely expect to get a medal, most likely a gold medal, because with every new season that is entering in a competition, he is only improving himself. And the fact that he's just 23 only goes to show that he has plenty of time on his hand to make all his dreams come true and bring several more laurels for our country. Now, this story again teaches us, and a person, an ordinary sepoy of the Indian Army reaching that level, what does it indicate? Again, hard work, perseverance, and commitment. He comes from a very ordinary background. Subsequent to his winning this Olympic gold is when he first took his parents on a flight from, I think, Bangalore to Delhi. Such was his joy. And we should all know the laurels that he himself has got. Several state governments giving crores and crores of rupees, cars, flats, apartments, etc., etc. Forget about all that he has got, but a young lad of 23, going up to such level and competing in the Olympics. Now, many of Indians have a lot of talent, but what they lack is the mental ability to face in such a world arena. So that is where many a times when Indians go abroad and see compete themselves in a global arena, they panic and they are not able to sometimes bring out their best. And that's one thing that Neeraj has broken, because he was so confident and he went there, he felt, oh, this is it. I can do much better. I've been in much better situations than this. So that was his level of confidence, and we all know what he has got. So a little bit of motivation in the name of Maravan Attapattu and Neeraj Chopra is what I thought I'll share today in my special address with all the teachers and the students on this annual day. I know we are at the last leg of the school academic year, with all the students preparing for exams, the young classes preparing, and the 10th and the 12th. I wish all of them the very best in their exams. And to the younger classes, hope and pray that from next year we are back on track, and from June 1st itself the classes reopen, and we have a wonderful academic year from next year onwards. I'd like to thank the school whoever put up this program for having me as this give this special address, and wish you all the very best on this annual day. Thank you very much. Hari Om.
Thank you, sir, for those encouraging words. Now it's time to acclaim the Young Achievers of the Year 2021-22. Let's witness the success story of those ace champions.
Hari Om. The awards and prizes for the academic year
2021-2022. We have the Chinmaya Ratna Award for each section based on the points that they have achieved in the inter-house and inter-school competitions. To begin with, from section 1 and 2, the Chinmaya Ratna Award goes to Lakshmi Krishna R of second A and Nidhi Ajay of second C. Congratulations, dear children. From section 3 to 5, the Chinmaya Ratna is awarded to Sneha Sanyal of 5A. From 6 to 8, it goes to Kavya Prakash of 8B. From section 9 and 10, it is to Sagarika B of 9A. From the senior section 11 and 12, the prize goes to Malavika K of 11th Science. Congratulations, dear children. And may you always soar high, competing in the lessons of life too. The next comes the best outgoing student. The best outgoing student of 2021-22 goes to Hima A, daughter of Sri Ajish AS and Surya Vinod. She was a school topper and of course the 6th rank holder at the national level and the 3rd rank holder at the state level for the AISSE 2020. She has also won a number of awards, and the striking one is being the recipient of the Indian Oil Corporation Award, being given to the first 75 meritorious student. She was one of it. I take this opportunity to congratulate her, and I also declare that she is also the recipient of the late Sri Rajunaya Sir's Scholarship Award, amounting an amount of 5,000 rupees is being sponsored by the family for the best outgoing student of the school. Congratulations, Hima, keep it up. Following is the house winners, the house trophy to be given to the best house for their participation and the winning team. The best house that has come up is the Yamuna House with 2,945 points. Congratulations, Yamuna House. The runner-up is the Ganga House with 2,245 points. I take this opportunity to congratulate all the teachers, all the students who have participated and won prizes, and definitely to the organizers. The event coordinator, Mrs. Jayashree MR, wins special applause for the conduct of all the competitions right from the beginning of the academic year till the end. Thank you very much. Congratulations once again.
When you stop living at work and start working at living, a new phase in your life starts. One of our dearest teachers has fulfilled her professional ambitions and is ready to chase personal aspirations. Let me invite ma'am to honor the noble person who is an embodiment of love, care, and affection. Ma'am, please.
Thank you. Distinguished gathering. My colleague, Mrs. Shobha KP, completes her years of service, completes her 25 years of service when the school reaches the 25th year. My dear Shobha, we indeed honor your years of excellent service and celebrate the legacy of the hard work and commitment you leave behind. You as a maths teacher has shown by example that excellence, encouragement, and hard work is something to aim for, which was vivid in the sentence you enabled our students to achieve
in the years 2009, 19, 20, and 21. As a maths teacher, you help them solve the problems and find solution to it. Of course, as a vice principal, you are not far away in solving the problems, various problems that the school faced and also the staff members. As a vice principal, you mirrored yourself as a people's manager through your work ethics and interpersonal skill, which will be missed. Yet another role you excelled was as a tour organizer. The number of tours that you organized and led the teachers and the students is well appreciated. The last tour to Gujarat with 39 students just before the pandemic will be an everlasting memory. All your sacrifices in life as a successful mother, a wife, a sister, and above all as a teacher is well paid off. Nevertheless, you have given yourself the time to explore all opportunities you have always wanted to pursue. We love all that you did. Your efforts in helping training the teachers in the NLP during the pandemic is well applauded. I wish you good luck. I wish you good health, delight, and success as you move forward in life. Thank you for being an amazing co-worker and even better, a friend to me. May this next chapter of your story be all you want it to be. I can't believe you're retiring. Congratulations and enjoy every minute because you deserve it. Thank you for everything you have accomplished. Surround yourself with people who will appreciate you, who believes in you, who will empower you, who will motivate you, and of course, who will support and uplift you. Dear respected gathering, let us now confer upon Shobha the Guru Vandanam in honor of her exemplary services rendered to one and all in the Vidyalaya. May I wish Shobha all the best in her coming years. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You create beauty with your attitude. You make an expression with your behavior. You make statements with your elegance. The vice principal of the Vidyalaya, Ms. Shobha KP, is the right combination of distinction, naturalness, care, and simplicity. Let me invite Shobha teacher to propose the vote of thanks.
Unmute.
Unmute. Shobha, please unmute.
Start again.
Yes. Am I audible, sir?
Yes.
Yes, you're audible.
Okay. Hari Om. Most respected Chief Guest of the day, Dr. K.M. Raghavan IRS, distinguished members of our Chinmaya family, well-wishers, parents, and my dear kids. A blessed evening to all. Thank you, ma'am, for your loving words. I'm overwhelmed with emotions. 25 years, that's a long time, but I didn't feel so because every day gave me a wonderful, different experience with a lot of vibrations. I still remember the day which we stepped into Chinmaya, the 76 students and 5 teachers. As the school grew with a lot of infrastructure, helped me also to grow professionally and personally, held many responsibilities, assisted the young minds achieving their potentials, revealing or finding their best selves. On the way to my journey, I have to thank a lot of people without whom the journey would not have completed. The gratitude becomes love, love becomes devotion, then to surrender, to faith, and at last becomes divine. Let me offer humble pranams to our Puja Gurudev Swami Chinmayananda for his blessings which made me the best of myself. I am so fortunate enough to pursue my career under the guidance of strong, efficient guidance of our respected governing board members. For the last 25 years, I could learn a lot of things from those visionaries. Thank you very much, sirs. Our principal, Mrs. Geeta Devi Verma, is a strong pillar to all of us. No words are there to express my gratitude. Ma'am gave me strength, confidence, and motivation. All the teaching staff, support staff, and all the other members of Chinmaya family. I don't know whether any words can substitute my gratitude, feelings, and love to you. You gave me enormous collection of shared experiences indelibly printed on my mind. I owe my sincere thanks to respected parents for your support and cooperation and for being the key player in my success journey. My dear children, I joined as a teacher, but every day I learned a lot from you. Happy and proud to hear your success stories. With the time limitation, thank you all so much for holding my hands, helping me to do my duties, supporting me throughout those years. Now, let me officially do my propose a vote of thanks. Today, I would like to thank all the great ones who made this evening a cherished and memorable one. It's a matter of immense hilarity for us to have a person like Dr. K. N. Raghavan, who is full of energy and charisma, had spared time for us. Sir, we feel elated in your presence and the pearls of wisdom you shared with us. Thank you, sir, for your kind presence and valuable time. Let me extend our sincere gratitude to Sri A. Gopalakrishnan, most acclaimed CMSCT Chief Sevak, for sparing his valuable time with us. As the former president of our Vidyalaya, we all are very much fortunate enough to receive the guidance and strength to face the challenges with much confidence. Thank you very much, sir. From the bottom of my heart, let me express my gratitude to the president of our Vidyalaya, Sri N. Rajagopal, for being our forever motivation and pillar of strength. Thank you, sir. Our secretary, Sri S. Muralidharan, a committed leader, always sets apart time for working the ennoblement of the Vidyalaya. With much elation, we extend noblest gratitude to sir for your valuable presence and precious words. Thank you so much, sir. It is said, God gave the eyes, but you shot the skies. This is exactly true for our principal, Mrs. Geeta Devi Verma. Let me accord our sincere gratitude to you, ma'am, for awakening the desires and wonders of young generation and sharpening the educational agenda. Ma'am, you are the magical tree beneath we all grow and flourish. Thank you so much for being the author of students' ambition. Let me take a bow and thank all the members of governing board for your esteemed presence and priceless time. Thank you, sirs. With a deep reverence and gratitude, I would like to express our earnest rubies of gratitude to our vice principals, event coordinators, section heads, subject coordinators, and all our faculty team for making us what we are today. We place on record the contribution and effort made by each teacher. Thank you, teachers. Your impact upon is perpetual. Chinmaya Vidyalaya has proven its standard over the years as a reliable source of inspiration to inform, form, and transform the student community. Thank you, parents, for being the key players in our success story. Our technical team, under the leadership of Mr. Deepu Nair, deserves the best. Thank you very much for your valuable contribution. We are very much grateful to our support staff, teaching and non-teaching, office staff, all the members of Chinmaya Vidyalaya who rendered their wholehearted support with noble actions. Thank you all. Every child is a different kind of flower. Together, they make this world a beautiful garden. Let me thank all the blooming stars of our Vidyalaya and wish them all the best. Gratitude costs nothing, but it is a big investment in the future. Once again, folded hands, we renew our gratitude and spread the fragrance of love. Let us keep smiling. Thank you. Hari Om all. Hari Om.
In life, the glory lies not in the quarry, but in the chase. The success is not in the trophy won, but in the race run.
Be a noble person in life. The tides of circumstances and the tussles of happening may toss us hither and thither, may buffet us up and down. But stay noble in your thoughts and actions. You will be ever safe.
Let's pledge to stand together as one family, bound to each other with love and respect. With this, the official meeting comes to an end. Stay tuned to witness the cultural extravaganza. It's me, Nandita Ashok.
And Harikrishnan P.S. signing off. Thank you, Hari.
Even if I died in the service of the nation, I would be proud of it. Every drop of my blood will contribute to the growth of this nation, to make it strong and dynamic, said Indira Gandhi. Hari Om. We are Indians, firstly and lastly.
Have you ever seen a variety of flowers blooming in a garden? Each type of flower is unique and has its own beauty and fragrance. In the same way is the diversity of our country, India. It is a nation where people of different culture are living together and spreading the beauty and elegance of the culture and tradition in the whole world. A country as diverse as India is symbolized by the plurality of its culture.
The wonderful amalgam of a variety of cultures and traditions is the unique feature of our country, India. These diverse cultures and traditions have been attained from ancient times and are relevant today. The land where classical melodies merge seamlessly with a mesmerizing mosaic of exquisite paintings, ancient weaves and other handicrafts, divine dance forms, fascinating festivals and scintillating sculptures. India is a vibrant potpourri of arts and crafts. With each of its states and union territories bursting with ethnic flavors that multiply at every turn, the country sparkles with vitality and vivacity.
Every dance move counts on the notes of music. India's patriotic song and dance tell the story of whole nation and its struggle in the past and present. The sweet note of music, legend Lata Mangeshkar, Jai Bharati Vande Bharati is being performed by the girls of 6 to 8 as a tribute to the mother country.
जय वंदे भारती। धुएं से पावन ये व्योम है, घर घर में होता जहाँ होम है। धुएं से पावन ये व्योम है, घर घर में होता जहाँ होम है। पुलकित हमारे रोम रोम है, पुलकित हमारे रोम रोम है। आदि अनादि शब्द ओम है। जय भारती वंदे भारती, जय भारती वंदे भारती। वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम। जिस भूमि पे जन्म लिया राम ने, गीता सुनाई जहाँ शाम ने। वो गीता सुनाई जहाँ शाम ने। पावन बनाया चारों धाम ने। पावन बनाया चारों धाम ने। स्वर्ग भी ले जाए जिसके सामने। वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम। सर पे हिमालय का छत्र है, चरणों में नदियाँ एकत्र है, हाथों में वेदों के पत्र है। ये देश नहीं ऐसा अन्यत्र है। जय भारती वंदे भारती, जय भारती वंदे भारती। वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम। लग जा गले के फिर ये हंसी रात हो न हो, शायद फिर इस जन्म में मुलाकात हो न हो। लग जा गले के फिर ये हंसी रात हो न हो, शायद फिर इस जन्म में मुलाकात हो न हो। लग जा गले।
हमको मिली है आज ये घड़ियाँ नसीब से। हमको मिली है आज ये घड़ियाँ नसीब से। जी भर के देख लीजिए से फिर आपके नसीब में ये बात हो न हो, शायद फिर इस जन्म में मुलाकात हो न हो, लग जाग ले जिया जले नैनों तले, दुआ चले रात भर दुआ चले, जानू ना सके रे, जिया जले नैनों तले, दुआ चले रात भर दुआ चले, जानू ना सके रे, जिया जले
Lata Mangeshkar was born on September 28, 1929 in Indore, Central Provinces. She was the eldest daughter among the 5 children of Dinanatha and Shevanti Mangeshkar. Her father, Pandit Dinanath Mangeshkar, was an accomplished classical singer and stage actor. She had 4 siblings, 3 sisters and a brother. Lata started acting in her father's musical plays since the age of 5. She also took lessons in classical music from maestros like Amanat Khan, Pandit Tulsidas Sharma and Aman Ali Khan Sahib later in her life. She did not receive a formal education as she did not attend school. As the eldest child, after her father's demise, the financial responsibility of the family came to rest upon Lata's shoulders. Lata Mangeshkar has had an illustrious career in various roles, better at some than others. A God-gifted voice led her to become the most successful and celebrated female playback singer from the 1940s. Lata Mangeshkar also assumed the role of music director for several Marathi films and won Maharashtra State Government's Best Music Director Award.
As a producer, Lata Mangeshkar made 4 films. Lata ji has received numerous awards and honors for her illustrious career as playback singer. She is listed in the Guinness Book of World Record as the most recorded artist in the world. She also has a credit of having sung in over 36 regional Indian languages and foreign languages.
Her everlasting music certainly brought happiness to millions of Indians, and as Nasreen Muni Kabir says, became the soundtrack to their lives. For decades, the Nightingale of Bollywood was the country's most in-demand singer, with every top actress wanting her to sing their songs. Her records meanwhile sold in tens of thousands, and she boasted a back catalogue of thousands of songs, spanning numerous genres. Now, let us watch and enjoy a cute performance by Great Toaster.
बच्चे मन के सच्चे सारे जग के आंख के तारे, ये वो नन्हे फूल है जो भगवान को लगते प्यारे, बच्चे मन के सच्चे। खुद रोते खुद मन जाए, फिर हम जोली बन जाए, झगड़ा जिसके साथ करे, अगले ही पल फिर बात करे, अगले ही पल फिर बात करे। इनको किसी से बैर नहीं, इनके लिए कोई गैर नहीं, इनका मोलापन मिलता है सबको बहुत सारे। बच्चे मन के सच्चे, बच्चे मन के सच्चे सारे जग की आंख के तारे, ये वो नन्हे फूल है जो भगवान को लगते प्यारे, बच्चे मन के सच्चे। अगले ही पल फिर बात करे, झगड़ा जिसके साथ करे, अगले ही पल फिर बात करे। इनको किसी से बैर नहीं, इनके लिए कोई गैर नहीं, इनका भोलापन मिलता है सबको बाह पसारे। बच्चे मन के सच्चे, सारे जग की आँख के तारे, ये वो नन्हे फूल है जो भगवान को लगते प्यारे। बच्चे मन के सच्चे।
Meera Bhajans. Meera sings the beauty of Krishna's form, almost never of Krishna's leelas and avtaras. The alluring dark hue, the teasing peacock feather, that rich yellow garment, that maddening flow, those dancing earrings, his bewitching form and her hungry eyes tell the story of her love. And that makes her more accessible. Her love somehow more believable. Lata Mangeshkar had given soul to many Meera Bhajans. Let our eyes glue on this brilliant performance by Rajashri of Grade 8.
Her voice was heavenly, her range wide, and her expressions always so right, and she was incapable of singing off key. Little wonder the leading heroines of the day insisted in their contracts that the songs picturized on them would be rendered by love. She was always nearly the first choice for the composer, even otherwise. On stage, Little Cherubim of Grade 5.
Akash.
Out of the close 30,000 songs in Lata Mangeshkar's extensive oeuvre, Kadali Cheng Kadali is the only song she sung in Malayalam. The song, composed for the 1974 film Nelle, witnessed the coming together of two other legends along with Lata. Music composer Salil Chaudhary and lyricist Vailar Ramavarma. Though she sang only one song in the language, her songs have been a part and parcel of Malayali cinema.
കദളി കൺകദളി ചെങ്കദളി പൂവേണോ കവിളിൽ പൂമണമുള്ളൊരു പെൺപൂവേണോ പുകാര കദളി കൺകദളി ചെങ്കദളി പൂവേണോ കവിളിൽ പൂമണമുള്ളൊരു പെൺപൂവേണോ പുകാര മുകളിൽ ജില 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 ജിങ്കിലമോളെ മുകിൽപൂ വിടർത്തും പൊൻകൊടിക്കിഴേ മുകളിൽ ജില 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 ജിങ്കിലമോളെ മുകിൽപൂ വിടർത്തും പൊൻകൊടിക്കിഴേ വരില്ലേ നീ വനമാലി താരില്ലേ താമര താരി തെയ്യരെ തെയ്യരെ താരേ
കദളി കൺകദളി ചെങ്കദളി പൂവേണു കവിളിൽ പൂമദമുള്ളൊരു പെൺപൂവേണു പുകാര കദളി കൺകദളി ചെങ്കദളി പൂവേണു കവിളിൽ പൂമദമുള്ളൊരു പെൺപൂവേണു പുകാര മുകളിൽ ഝിൽ 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 ഝിങ്കിൽ മോളെ മുകിൽ പൂ വിടർത്തും പൊൻകൊടിക്കിഴേ മുകളിൽ ഝിൽ 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 ഝിങ്കിൽ മോളെ മുകിൽ പൂ വിടർത്തും പൊൻകൊടിക്കിഴേ വരില്ലേ നീ വനമാലി താരില്ലേ താമര താലി തയ്യാറെ തയ്യാറെ താരേ കദളി കൺകദളി ചെങ്കദളി പൂവേണു കവിളിൽ പൂമദമുള്ളൊരു പെൺപൂവേണു പുകാര കിളികൾ വളകിലു കണവഴിയുർ കവിൾ കലഭം പയ്യും തിക്കിളിക്കുട്ടിൽ കിളികൾ വളകിലു കണവഴിയുർ കവിൾ കലഭം പയ്യും തിക്കിളിക്കുട്ടിൽ ഉറങ്ങും നിത്യമെൻ മോഹം ഉണർത്തും വന്നൊരു നാളം തയ്യാറെ തയ്യാറെ താരേ കദളി കൺകദളി ചെങ്കദളി പൂവേണു കവിളിൽ പൂമദമുള്ളൊരു പെൺപൂവേണു പുകാര കദളി കൺകദളി ചെങ്കദളി പൂവേണു കവിളിൽ പൂമദമുള്ളൊരു പെൺപൂവേണു പുകാര
Satyam Shivam Sundaram, meaning truth, godliness, beauty. The truth of existence arises, and more than good is the experience of godliness. Experience is felt as a total godliness. One says that existence is enlightened, has been all along. This song, Satyam Shivam Sundaram, from the movie Satyam Shivam Sundaram, got its life from Lata Mangeshkar's celestial voice. Lakshmikant Pyarlal is the talent behind this unique piece of composition. Let us adore this mind-blowing performance by grade 9 students.
सत्यं शिवं सुन्दरम् सत्यं शिवं सुन्दरम् सत्यं शिवं सुन्दरम् सुन्दरम् सत्यं शिवं सुन्दरम् सत्यं शिवं सुन्दरम् ईश्वर सत्य है सत्य ही शिव है शिव ही सुंदर है सत्यं शिवं सुन्दरम् सत्यं शिवं सुन्दरम् सत्यं शिवं सुन्दरम् काशी में शिव कान्हा वृंदावन में दया करो प्रभु देखो इनको दया करो प्रभु देखो इनको हर घर के आंगन में राधा मोहन शरणं सत्यं शिवं सुन्दरम् सत्यं शिवं सुन्दरम् ईश्वर सत्य है सत्य ही शिव है शिव ही सुंदर है सत्यं शिवं सुन्दरम्
Lata Mangeshkar was the singing voice for a bevy of Bollywood leading ladies. Lata pushed back the boundaries of music with her mind-boggling skills. Over the years, Lata had sung for actresses from Madhubala to Priyanka Chopra. On stage, grade 11 students with their dynamic performance to pay a tribute to Lata ji.
ये चेहरे इश्क न जाने ये पर्दे हटा देती है जहाँ दिल का है ठिकाना ये राहें बता देती है मुसाफिर मैं हूँ फिर भी मंजिल पास तू है चलूँ मैं जिस राह पर तू है वहाँ चलते 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 यूं ही कोई मिल गया था यूं ही कोई कहीं गई न मुझसे, जो कहीं गई न मुझसे, वो जमाना कह रहा है, वो जमाना कह रहा है कि फसाना बन गई है, कि फसाना बन गई है मेरी बात चलते चलते, मेरी बात चलते चलते।
Lata Mangeshkar, a truly legendary artist. Her songs have expressed love, grief, anguish, and every emotion under the sun. Her songs give us goosebumps till date and have the power to move every Indian to tears. Now let us lend our ears to the rhythm of Chinmaya.
मेरे वतन के लोगों, जरा आँख में भर लो पानी, जो शहीद हुए हैं उनकी जरा याद करो कुर्बानी। तुम भूल न जाओ उनको, इसलिए सुनो ये कहानी, जो शहीद हुए हैं उनकी जरा याद करो कुर्बानी। जब घायल हुआ हिमालय, खतरे में पड़ी आजादी, जब तक भी सांस लड़े हो, जब तक भी सांस लड़े हो, फिर अपनी लाश बिछा दी, संगीन पे धर कर माता, सो गए अमर बलिदानी, जो शहीद हुए हैं उनकी जरा याद करो कुर्बानी। जब देश में भी दिवाली, वो खेल रहे थे होली, जब हम थे घरों में, जब हम थे घरों में, वो झेल रहे थे गोली। ये धन्य जवान वो अपने, ये धन्य वो उनकी जवानी, जो शहीद हुए हैं उनकी जरा याद करो कुर्बानी।
Our soldiers, keeping their life at their palm for the sake of motherland, is peculiar to none other than the brave soldiers of our army.
Let us celebrate with pride the service rendered to the nation by our fearless and selfless values, saluting all the army men for their bravery, dedication and patriotism.
जाने लगे किस्मत में बांटे हैं राहों में कांटे, और मैं भी हूँ सिद्धियाँ हूँ किस्मत के आड़े। मैं रोके रुकूं तू की राह में उठूं, पिंजरे तोड़ कर फैलाऊंगा मैं पर, तुझ में जितना है जोर तू लगा ले, मगर हंस के कट जाएगा ना झुकेगा ये सर। जाने लगे किस्मत में बांटे हैं राहों में कांटे हैं राहों, रेगिस्तानों में आग है जितनी, है लहू खोलता मेरा इन रगों में, फिर भी खाकसारों को खाक ही काफी, रास मुझको है खामोशी मेरी।
बेजुबां कब से मैं रहा, बेगुनाह सहता मैं रहा, बेजुबां कब से मैं रहा, बेगुनाह सहता मैं रहा।
जाने लगे किस्मत में बांटे हैं राहों में कांटे हैं राहों, किस्मत में बांटे हैं राहों में कांटे हैं।
requested to be on your position for the national.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे